Hello, my loves. How are you? Today we're going to do that divine, sacred, feminine seven chakra check-in like we did with the masculine yesterday. So I'll drop that video in the pinned comment for any of you who may not have been able to see that and you would like to. So I'm just going to pull the seven chakra cards and we'll pull in messages as they come through. And let's see what's going on. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day so far. Oh, and while I'm shuffling, for those of you who would like to join for the Sacred Circle of Love on May 1st, that information is over in the community tab on the channel. That's a group meditative session that I'm offering by donation. All right, what do we got? Okay, all right. We got a justice at the bottom. Feminines, I like it. Okay. Wow. All right. So, in the root chakra of the sacred feminine essences, we have this Queen of Wands energy. And to me, this is speaking about the sacred feminines feeling so much more comfortable in her physical world, feeling stabilized and grounded and protected on the earth. So much so that she's able to come forward with her new creations and new ways of being, and it feels very confident and comfortable and powerful, yet embodying that energy of playfulness. And to me, this is signifying where the feminines are feeling much more comfortable in her true, authentic essence. And in the sacral chakra, we have this Two of Cups, and it's speaking to me twofold. One, it's speaking to me about the feminine's feeling in this comfort because she's worked so much deeper on her inner union, and it's actually being grounded, and she's emitting this frequency within her creation center for herself, which to me is then amplifying the sacred union energies, especially because the sacred feminines, hold the creation space to birth these divine sacred unions into the physical reality. So the masculines, yes, bring it forth in the physical. It's their purpose to hold that container in the physical world. But the sacred feminines are the ones who hold this within the sacral chakra, which we were talking about the other day, where I touched on the sacral chakra being like that orange color, but then there's a whole other chamber that is a pink color that is for the sacred sexuality, for your sacred union. So this to me, as I speak about that, is signaling that the feminines are truly strengthening into and preparing more deeply to manifest the physical sacred union in her physical manifested world. Okay. And it's like right now, many of the feminines are in this process of strengthening into her ability and capacity to birth, maintain, and sustain this level of connection. And she's in the process of doing so through herself, through her creations, in many instances. Even for those of you who are already in a physical world connection with your masculine, may be noticing that you're strengthening into these energies as you're supporting your side of the sacred union container. Okay. And for those of you who are not in communication, you may be noticing that you're more focused on your physical world foundation, but then knowing internally that as you're focusing on your internal union, you are strengthening and embodying these codes into your life. Into what's coming to me right now is what's coming to me is like connecting the heart into the solar, into the sacral, and then grounding the roots down into your earth connection. All right. And it's like this embodiment of all of who you are right? Your higher self, your human self, your internal masculine and feminine and inner child is where you stabilize all of who you are as you're, growing and learning and moving and evolving and ascending. The more comfortable you are in this internal union energy, the more stabilized you are and prepared to maintain this level of sacred union energies. The word that's been coming up is divine destiny. And this very much is feeling like the word sacrament just came to my mind. It's like this sacrament of sacred union energies, this divine destiny. It's like the feminines have been working so deeply on manifesting her highest timeline. And so many of the feminines, this is in the solar plexus, have chosen their highest timeline and have been working on clearing the distortions and the shadows to align with that. And what this is doing is actually aligning you with your divine destiny. And so, in essence, what's happening is everything that may have been distracting you away from that divine destiny is literally like clearing like the clouds. Okay, anything that was distracting, anything distorting. Also, this energy of the death to rebirth process and facing the shadows and transmuting and transversing those internal shadows. And as this process continues, right, it's a process, but it feels more and more that the feminines have become more comfortable with understanding this process of transmuting the shadows and continuously aligning with her highest timeline, even in the moments where she's unable to see it. As the sacred feminines become the beacon of light for themselves, they're also leading that way for the sacred masculine collective as well as the planetary collective. Like I've said, the feminine essences, well, all of us, but the feminines hold specific codes that are very necessary for the ascension of the planet. So, as she's holding this safe container for herself by continuing to align with her highest divine alignment and the highest divine order, it's setting that divine destiny into motion. And with this Three of Cups in the heart space, this is speaking to me about a few things. And one, it's coming forth that many feminines right now may be finding this sacred connection and these sacred energies with other sacred feminines, but as well as celebrating your cosmic origins, your higher energies, truly embracing. What I'm sensing from this is like these feminines facing their higher self, their higher divine destiny, and opening their heart to their truth and allowing themselves, allowing yourself to actually open up your heart in a way that is opening up in a vulnerable way, but not in an unsafe way to your divine destiny. And as you're loving yourself deeper and you're feeling more and more comfortable in those cosmic higher self origins, in your connection to the stars, to the galactic energies, to the heart of Mother Earth, to all of those things that bring in the sacred human essences, right? The parts of us that we've been taught to suppress and ignore or to be scared of, like we spoke about a few days ago, those higher intuitive, telepathic, precognitive abilities, right, that have been suppressed. Well, because they're so incredibly powerful, my loves. And as you allow yourself to fully open up to the power of who you are as a sacred feminine, protecting yourself, holding that safe container for yourself in the truth of who you are. This is so gorgeous. Like allowing yourself to embody these sacred union energies by feeling comfortable in your own true essence and power is coming through as a very deep activation for yourself, for your masculine to feel comfortable in all of who he is, right? And helping to clear and dissolve the distortion around the camaraderie and reciprocity that is necessary for the co-creation of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies on our planet. This is an exceedingly powerful, potent energy internally and externally. And it is why there has been so much distortion and deception around it. It's why even the concept of twin flames has become so incredibly distorted, because at the core of it, it is a huge part of our power. But yes, there are lots of things to traverse to get to it. But this is why. Okay, so for those of you who continue to feel called into the core of your heart, into your inner union, into your sacred union, into the warrioress energies that live inside of you, that strength, that stability, that beauty of all of who you are as a sacred feminine essence is what is being called forth as we band together, support one another, and embody deeper into these energies. It's like, and it's not in a like scared way. It's like safety in numbers. It's like as we hold sacred space for one another, with one another to bloom and blossom, there is no need for competition because we're all necessary. And those old energies that were infiltrated into the collective consciousness was a design to disempower sacred feminine because of the level of power that she holds. But this is what is being traversed. This is what your embodiment is clearing. So continue to embody deeper and deeper into your heart, into yourself, into your creation center, your own love of yourself and all of who you are, all of your abilities, even if other people don't understand it. Continue to allow yourself to embody into this loves. This is beautiful, important, powerful work. Okay. This is deep. And in the throat chakra, we have this King of Pentacles. And to me, this is coming through twofold. One, it's where your own voice, your own power, your own wisdom, the strength of your internal masculine is supporting you and feeling safe and being able to open up to all of who you are and allowing yourself to receive those higher codes and bring them into your physical presence, into your physically manifested world. And that's what this throat chakra energy is bringing forward to me, the wisdom of the wolf, the physical resources of the pentacle, and this wizard, this like modern wizard energy that's coming forward in this stabilized way. These two feel right now like a very nice cohesive match. I know usually it's like the king and queen of pentacles, but there's something really gorgeous about this dynamic of sort of the practicality of the physical world and the playfulness of the magical creative realm coming into inner union within your essences. And then there was this second overarching energy that I was feeling where the divine masculine collective is observing the feminines in watching and contemplating and learning and absorbing from watching your essence as you step into this leadership of all of who you are, as you're accepting your gifts, as you're accepting your abilities, as you're bravely facing the things that are coming in front of you, the energies that might not understand you or what you're experiencing, and you're continuing to bravely allow yourself to ground and stabilize into your own essence. This is powerful, and the masculines are witnessing you, and they're coming through in a very, what's the energy I'm feeling right now? Reverence. They're holding an energy of reverence within their gaze upon the sacred feminines and what you're accomplishing. And I can feel it coming through, and it's very beautiful. Thank you. So in this third eye crown chakra, we have this three of wands. And to me, this is speaking about how the feminines have allowed their twin flame ignition, their divine counterpart initiation, to ignite them into their power. And what I'm sensing within this is that the feminines are not only um embodying this, they're holding the codes, right? Like where in the past the flames were clearing the and transmuting the density and the distortion. That is still occurring for us, of course, but what this feels like to me is so much has been burned away. You're handling or in the process of learning how to handle the magnitude of this initiation and allowing it to continue to move through you as you move forward into your new energies, which within the crown chakra is showing that you're stabilizing this four of wands. And this to me is like that divine freedom, sovereign alignment, the 1111. Like you're holding these energies or preparing to hold these energies, and it's wanting to come through so that you have this awareness that as you hold those pillars of divine alignment through your entire system, as your sacred feminine and masculine essences are linked in all the way up to your own direct connection to source and anchored and stabilized into your own earth star energy, you are sending and embodying a powerful beacon of energy that is sending the signal to your masculine and to the higher powers that you are ready to stabilize this sacred union into your physical world. This feels like the sacred feminines are in this process of realizing how far that they have come. And though, yes, we're still in these processes, some have reached this point where you are stable enough to even be embodying more deeper layers of your transformation and transmutation while you're actually simultaneously embodying these sacred union energies and stabilizing them into your connection on the earth. This feels like very deep and important right now. I would love to hear from you in the comments if this is resonating with you. It yes, it's 11:10 here right now as I'm speaking that. We're literally about to flip to 11:11. I absolutely love it. So they brought that to my awareness because it feels like that essence of that impending energy. The fact that they drew my attention to the clock 1 minute before the 11:11 while we're speaking about the 11:11 divine sovereign freedom embodiment. Okay. So it just turned to 11:11. Yes. So this is in process. And whichever way it's coming through for you in your world, you just continue to embody with these anchoring these energies for yourself. As we work on our internal union, this is how we're working within the connection, right? It's really the beauty of the focus as you focus on yourself and you focus on what's needing support within your system, whatever your triggers are, whatever you're strengthening into, it is naturally creating this divine alignment, loves. It's quite beautiful, really. This is why I focus so much on internal union, because your inner union, your building your internal trust is where your power is. It is where your answers are. It is where your sacred union essences stabilize. Okay? All right, let's get one more for the sacred feminines in the heart space and see what would like to come through. Beautiful. In the heart space, balance, stability, standing firm. Ooh, gosh, this feels so gorgeous. Like I said, as you're strengthening into these energies, right? The ace, the two, the three, the four, the five, we got it, right? Standing into these energies from your higher power to the roots, stabilizing and anchoring in through your essence, through your system, through your heart, right? Dancing with it. Is it a perfect, exact science every single time? No, and yes. It's going to feel different with each experience that you have, right? Just like this hair on my face tickling me, right? But The perfection of it is as you go through each experience and each process, this is where you're strengthening that muscle, trusting yourself, protecting yourself, loving yourself, and anchoring in and stabilizing these energies and igniting the beacon of your preparedness simply by embodying into who you are, all of who you are, those higher powers, those higher abilities, and embodying them in a comfortably physically manifested way, not only in our meditative higher dimensional states, but embodying them into your physical day to day life. Okay, loves? So this is gorgeous. I love it. And yes, continue to do this beautiful work that you're doing. I would love to hear from you, and I will be back soon. I am going to do a video around divine feminine surrender, which I have a few, but this one is going to be specifically around what feminine surrender is and what it isn't. And then I do believe I'm going to talk to you about some of the things I've specifically done and learned, not because my way is the right way, but sometimes it can be helpful to hear tangible physical world ways that we're learning to embody these spiritual concepts and how to or ways that we can literally ground them in and enact them in our day-to-day life, like we were just talking about here. Okay, so I like to bridge the spiritual and the practical, right? Because yes, we have all these gorgeous energies that we're capable of embodying. But yes, we still have to live on this planet. Our presence here is very exceedingly important. And as we embody who we are, from the higher levels into our physical day to day life, this is where the ascension process occurs, my loves. Okay. So I will probably have that video out in the next few days. I would look forward to hearing from you, of course. And I love you. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will see you soon. Love you. Bye.